at that sunshine. Look at that beautiful blue sky. Right, my name's Ian. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my shed. Okay, the last few days, horrible wet weather. Put a whole kibosh on any work in the garden. But, like I say, beautiful day. So I've got to crack on. I've got to make a pathway in the shed. I've already done that actually. Just brought a lot of it outside. So I've just taken the covers off the furniture. You see, all be covered in water. Going to let it dry. I'm going to tattle that bit over there this afternoon. But first, I'm going to have a trip to the scrap trade centre, or as we all know it, the old Anvil yard. I've moved the bins. Behind the bins, I was keeping my iron. I've got this welding set that I need to strip. That's got to be stripped today and gone. I won't show it you. Maybe some highlights, and then a bag of aluminium in there. Another bag in a secret location. Whoa, into the shed. All I've done there is bring some of the stuff out the pathway and put it in the daughter's working area, and back to having a bit of a pathway. We picked up a not wrought iron, but an iron gateway. I was gonna keep these squirrels. I'll tell you why in here. I've decided against it. Right, we've made a little squirrel we can work in, and then we've got to clear the bench to get all the iron together and off to the yard. Okay, right. That's what's left of the television. Get a magnet. The sink, unfortunately, proved to be chromed iron, although usually, yeah. So the actual bowl is stainless, so I've got to separate that, and I shall do that. Must have been something. That telly must have had water in it, and it's made me bench karafsky. Right, so I'm gonna crack on with that. See you in a little bit, or explaining why I was going to keep these scrolls. My idea was this coffee table, which I'm turned into a plant pot, which my wife likes very much. I'm going to tart that up a bit. She likes it so much, she says, can I make another one? And I was thinking, how am I going to make these? I thought, oh, I'll use those scrolls off that gate. But thinking about it, no. I've got some thin 6mm 1/4 inch rod. I'll make my own. That should be fun, shouldn't it? And my own leaves. They should be easy to make. So that's another project. Right, I've got to crack on, clean my bench, and boosh, there we go. About an hour later, we've made some space. We've stripped the bowl off the stainless bowl off the chrome iron surround. We've stripped anything that's got iron on it, because I'm taking iron in. I let lucky that all the motors I had were copper. So it's just a matter of now going outside and tattling. Turn the light out. That. Follow the light. Follow the light. All the pans and etc. in there. That's my aluminium. We're set up here. Got the grinder out. Got some tools. Well, there's all my iron ready to go. I'm just having a coffee and a pie. And then we'll have a quick look in here. Okay, the pies have gone. Nom nom nom, yum yum yum. It's a 1:45. It's a quarter of an hour drive to get to the yard. I need to be there before around about 3 o'clock, so I've got an hour and a half really to strip and load. So without much of ado, I've taken the top off, and that's Marty style. Oh, a lot of electronics in there, maybe too many electronics. That's not an inverter though, it's not an inverter. What have we got? A Panaster RF350. What have we got here? Oh, waveform control. Bloody hell, I don't know what that means. Lots of buttons there. What we want to know is the copper in it. Oh. Well, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say not as much as I thought there would be. Looks like the back there looks like a massive heat sink, aluminium heat sink. So, at a quick guess, I'm going to say I thought I would be lucky if I get just a few kilos of copper out of this. I'll take the lid off the other side. I don't like all this dust that's coming out of it. Yeah. What have we got in here? It's yellow. Is it shark scrapper? You know, ooh. Yeah. Not going to get much copper out of this. Right, I'm just going to get it into its components. We can have a look at it when it's spread out. Already. Right, so we're whipping off the circuit boards, which is easy. They all seem to be just held on with plastic mounts. I can just cut through them. And just gradually work my way that way to uncover the big screws. Should take this lid off. I will probably end up keeping all these switches and things, as you know, they might come in handy. Let's have a look at this lot. Aye. Some of it looks pretty easy enough to take apart. So I can just trim off. If I'm alright. Do you know, if I had some red fingernails poking through here, you'd think you'd be watching one of Everyday Solace's premieres, wouldn't you? Yeah, wants a bit more fettling. Hey, so here we go, 1:15. So we've been at it half an hour. Alright, so we've got it stripped. It's a bit disappointing. There's all the light iron. Oh, thread. Copper wise, and it is copper. We've got that, and we got that, and it ain't that big, but it's something. And we've got that in there. We've also got all these nice cables, but we'll have to strip that at another date, I think, because I need to get loaded up and get off to the yard. This is a nice little trolley. I'll end up keeping that so I can put some of the weighty stuff on and just move it around the shed. Right, I better crack on getting the iron out of this. I'm not the cleanest of workers, am I? Right, sadly, it's aluminium. Anyone seen that film, 10 golden rings? There we go. What the hell is that? What was that? Somebody has crashed. Right, we don't see if we're okay. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, it's the neighbour. So what happened? You got your foot stuck. You got your foot stuck. And forward.
Yeah, slipped off the bottom.
Yeah, you might have an oil leak.
Well, anyway, you've done a good job there of demolishing that fence.
I know Keith was kind of installed.
Well, let's go back to the 10 golden rings. The lady was okay. She put in her car in, coming out of her drive, and she got her foot caught and she just plowed straight through the neighbour's fence. But she's okay. Little damage to the car. Right, he's put me back a bit now. It's like 2:10 and I've got to be loading up and go. Like I say, disappointing that the coils were aluminium, but I am weighing in my alley, so it all goes. I'm just going to strip that because I want to take that iron in. I'm just not going to have time to strip that. Still, I get rid of all that. Disappointingly, but pretty obvious really. This coil also seems to have had aluminium windings on, but that is actually some copper. Where are we? There we go, almost 3 o'clock. We're here at the old Anvil yard. Oh, get up there. I've stalled it. I stalled it because I was looking at that lion. Right, come on man, get up there. Push. So let's get in there. There's Big Ian driving the truck. Now I do know, because I've been looking at on Facebook, that there's been some improvements in the yard. Right, straight in front of me I think, they've installed a new weighbridge. Hey, watch me truck. Alright Ian! Ian! Let's go and have a look about. Very quiet. Right, so what am I expecting here? I don't know. 150 kilo of iron. 30 kilo, 35 kilo aluminium. I reckon I should draw 35 quid for the iron. 30 quid, 65 quid, we'll see. So, let's get on. What does it weigh? What does it weigh? Go, just put one of these back in afterwards. The size of them babies. Wow, could have them. They are humongous. Two bags of all rolled. Hi Ellie.
What's this now?
2 bags of all rolled and all the rest of that. Garage.
Garage shapes. Old roll, 31.
I guess 35, I was put out. And I reckon 150 in here. So that should be 190, shouldn't it? Upstairs. In theory. Oh! 201!
You're waiting on that one, Phil. That's mine.
Even better.
That's it. All good.
What does it weigh? What does it weigh? Right, so we're back. Can't really tell. But it's been 15 minutes away in my town and it's hailstoning. At least it's nice and dry here because I've got some stuff outside on the floor. Right, looks like my beloved is discussing the car crash. Go over and have a chat. So at the yard I did some rough guessing, a guesstimate, and said 150 kilos of iron. When they weighed it, turned out to be 160, so I was only 10 out for a visual eyeballing. Not bad. And I was pretty much spot on, like 4 kilos under on the guess for the aluminium. So I reckon on £65, but prices are a little higher than what I thought. So for mixed garage scrap, £290 a tonne, and I was reckoning on £250 a tonne, so I got me 46.69. And aluminium, I was reckoning on £1,000 a tonne, and it's gone up a little to £1,050 a tonne. I got 32.55 for that. So money wise, I said I was going to get 37 quid and 35. So I was only a couple, £2.5 out on guessing me alley. I didn't weigh anything, and I was probably, because it's 201, but that bin, everything's in that bin's 40 kilos. It was 160 kilos. So I'd have been, well, I'd have been there or thereabouts. Plus I've got everything that was still outside. Disappointing, very little copper. I didn't weigh it. I could lift it up at an estimate. I'm going to say 80 kilos. It's probably 80 kilos. And I'd have got, well, call it £300 a tonne. I'd have got 8 threes, 24 £24. I'd have probably got 24. Probably got £23 in weight for weighing that welder in as it was. It might have given me a better price. It might have given me like Irony Motors price, maybe got £350 a tonne, so I could have got a little bit more. Might have got £35. It wasn't really. It's very disappointing, to be quite honest, but I've got the bits I can play with, the big brass in there, I've got all the cable, but I'll strip all that and do an update in the next video as to how much copper I did actually get out of that. Right, so a slight change of plan is that anything that was on the bench has now gone in this tub, and everything that's on the floor outside I'm going to put on the bench, and I can strip it and give you a weight for the copper, for the goodies I got out of it. Right, I've got a little bit more work to do yet. On my knees, I'm getting too old for this. Back out with a swarf magnet. Because I don't want to pick up any screws with my tyres. Get up and brush. The secret to good brushing is all in the wrist action. And then we give it a good hose down. There we go, it's easy. My missus will never know I've been working there. Now, I've only got inside here. Stop it. So here we go, my bench is pretty much non-existent again. But I will. I'm going to strip all this and and just see what monetary value I got from that old welder. Do you like that control panel? Isn't it? Oh, it's now 5 p.m. I've had a good day, enjoy it, playing, you know. Wife will never know I've been. It seems I'm a little bit dirty. Oh, it seems like I'm a lot dirty. It looks like I'm gonna have to have a bit of a wash before I go in and have my tea. So, back on the 8.5%ers. Been a good day. See you all in the next one. And so here we are. We've weighed in, we've got rid of all the iron, aluminium, everything's put away, everything's nice and tidy, and look what I found. Where is that gonna go?